Yes, Nyajama Champagne Kofiti. It's another episode. We are here, and today we are going to talk about another new topic. And I'm so happy that you are going to learn more from this. The last time we had Job, na tukakuwa na president of the youth. So today we have another new guest on the podcast. Anaenda kutufunza vitu mingi sana. So stay tuned. Make sure if you have not subscribed to this channel, please make sure you do like, subscribe and comment. Please, itatufanya pia we keep more and we keep giving you more content every time and then. So back to the new guest here, and I don't want to introduce them, but I want them to introduce themselves. Ndio watuambie 1 2 3 wanaitwa nani, but kuna mwingine tushamjua on that side. So taanzia kwake ndio tusikie sauti yake kama he's still talking or not. So Deno, karibu.
Guys, I really missed you so much. Mimi bado ni Deno, and my names have not changed. I'm still a partner in this. We are still partnering in giving you hot talks, here and there, so that you can enjoy, learn, and probably help you in your life. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Thank you. Deno ako form.
Niko form.
Ajaenda mahali, bado wako hapa atatuongelesha kabisa. So next is our new guest. Kwambia hadi vile amevaa hapa.
Thank you. Habari zenu. Mko fiti? I'm Peter Mwambia Gashogo. Yes, I'm a businessman, entrepreneur. I'm a political analyst, and I'm a bit of an orator. That's all about me. Tutajuana sana.
Watu wa politics, yeah. Last time
siasa. Mambo ni ngapi? Ulipe rent. Utenge amwende ushago.
Uende ushago tena. So wow, that's so fun. So we have a politician on board. Last time tulikuwa na politician the president. So this one he might be having the same views.
But I think he has said he is a political analyst.
A political analyst.
Yes.
What's the difference between a political analyst and
in our place,
yes.
There's a saying that says, there's no thief in the person who sees a thief. So if you see a thief and don't say that he's a thief, you're also a thief. So that tells you if you're a political analyst, then you're a political analyst. And also in English we say, if it walks like a duck,
It
quacks like a duck, then it must be
a duck.
I was not there.
That's it.
When he was trying to explain the English stuffs. But now the real topic of today, the real talk is, as a man or as a youth, how do you know that she is the one? How do you know that she is the one? We are talking about the ladies. Now, we kijana umetoka huko nje umehunt, umetafuta among the crowd umespot one. How will you know that she is the one? Starting from the no.
Wow. Kujua ni kama ni yeye. See, that's a direct translation if I can translate to Kiswahili. Yeah?
It's okay.
How do I know that she is the one? Okay, you know, before probably you decide that this is the person you're going to spend your life with. You know, forever is a very long time.
Yeah, forever is a very
long time.
Yeah.
So there are a few things one would sit down and weigh and say maybe this is what I want, this is what I don't want. So when you try to balance and the do's and the don'ts don't balance, of course kuna moja italemea upande mwingine. Unasema huyu ako na hizi zimenipendeza, kwa hivyo acha niende na huyu. Of course hizi zingine zikiwa mbaya kuna zingine tutazitengenezea wapi? Kwa nyumba. So one most important trait, maybe I would say, you know, somebody who is connected to God.
Wewe kwanza unaanza kuangalia kama uko connected.
Yes.
as long as I go present worship.
Please, okay, don't misquote me.
Continue, elaborate more.
Being in the present worship team does not mean you are connected. You know, hata shetani anaanzia pale maybe kwa present worship. So what I mean by the term connection is having a personal relationship with God. You know, this is somebody you're bringing in to the house. Should be a person mwenye mnaweza piga magoti pale na muombe. na get mtu mwenye anajua if we have a problem, the first place, the first person we should face ni Mungu. Tumwambie we have this problem Lord, tunajua ni wewe ndiye unayetatua, help us. You know, if you just go and pick somebody outside there mwenye hujui akoaje ama level ya spirituality yake ikoaje, then ikuje time enye nataka kuomba eti anajua tu kuombea ni chakula. Oh Lord, may bless this food, amen. You see, it becomes an issue. So my first
thing is you have to know
important
if
consideration is just somebody is connected to God, anajua Mungu at a personal level. Si hata mtu mwenye utamwambia you know, why are you not praying? Huyu ni mtu mwenye anajua I have to pray always without ceasing. You know, you don't have to remind her that you know you have to pray, you know you have to do this, such things. So lazima akue anajua Mungu at a personal level. Yake. Yeah.
Then secondly,
sasa hapo tunakuja sasa kwa
mambo ya dunia.
mambo ya dunia kwanza.
Mumeanza kuniramba before hata viewers waanze. You know, okay. Mwili ni mzuri.
Mwili ni mzuri. Mwili ni mzuri. It's very key.
Kuwa na mwili ni kitu muhimu. So na nikisema mwili, mimi sisemi jamaa manzio mambo na figa wala
they say soft figure soft life.
Mimi actually, you know, kuna vile unaweza angalia dem, ujue dem ako healthy. Nasemi si eti ugonjwa mwingine. As in, kuna vile utaona mtu ako healthy na ujue hata akikuzalia mtu anakuzalia mtoto healthy. Liwai sikia hiyo argument mahali kwa barabara.
Wewe,
you know,
mtu ako healthy anakuzalia mtoto healthy.
You know, unaleta generation kwa nyumba. So angalia mtu mwenye ako healthy. I don't know how to
what is healthy? You are blanketing some things here.
Healthy.
What is healthy to you? Unasema kimwili. Yes. Kwa hii mwili kuna features mingi una consider, si ndio?
This is what
umesema healthy.
One, you know, wanasemanga before uamue kuoa mtu. Kwanza jua kama kuna condition yote ya kiafya.
So mnaenda mnapima kwanza.
Yes. Because kuna hii situation napata maybe eti umeoa mtu mwenye ako na nini? How do they call it? And the baby ends up maybe
it's called the rhesus factor. When you
the rhesus factor, yes.
The rhesus positive and the baby the girl is negative, then you have antigen and the antibodies.
Yes. So if such a thing happens, because we all believe in God, but kuna vitu zingine just nature. The nature has to take its part. So science. So unapata kama rhesus factor yake na yangu iko different, inaweza leta shida kwa mtoto mwenye
kutamsa. But there's a cure for that. Once you may realize that one is solvable. So at least health wise ukijua the rhesus factor,
I get
then
now, so that's the important part sana nilikuwa nasema. Ukijua sasa ni hivyo, now unajua mtu mwenye kuna mtu maybe ako uko interior sana, aje kwa exposed to such knowledge. Ya kwamba ukijua kuna cure hii kitu fulani. So unapata inabidi ukijua tu hivyo unaachilia. So
I want you to exhaust your points. Zote kabisa. Kaende. So umeongelea about spirituality. Number 2 you've talked about the health status of someone. Number 3 we are still moving. Wow. Give me 5 major ones.
Beauty is important. You know, guys, beauty lies in the eyes of what?
Beholder.
And when I mean beauty, the way these guys would see somebody, and then inaweza kuwa different na mimi. Maybe ameona ako mrembo.
Beauty is an opinion.
Na mimi nisione huyu mzee aliona urembo gani. Na mimi naweza ona urembo na maybe wewe uone hapo hakuna urembo. So actually lazima akuwe mrembo. That point cannot be explained further. Because tunasema it's an opinion,
Yes.
No. They normally say beauty is relative. The way you see beauty is not the way I see beauty.
Yes.
It's so simple. That's why it is called the eyes of the beholder. I'm not the one beholding you a lady. So you have to see beauty in your own way. Tuko unique, si ndio?
Yeah.
Then how umenipatia tatu.
So I must consider beauty as an important aspect.
Lazima akuwe mrembo.
Na okay, akuwe na at least kala kidogo ya kupaka watoto rangi. But I'm just talking
Kala gani?
frankly. Wanasemanga kuna ile kala
ya pesa
kuna ile kala ya maji ya kunde. Mnajua kala?
Maji ya kunde.
Nyinyi mlisoma Kiswahili wapi?
kunde na yona ile
Boss,
natoka
I'm not being biased ama niseme maybe kuna watu weupe sana na kuna weusi sana. Sisi wote ni wanadamu, tumeumbwa kwa mfano wa Mungu. Lakini at a personal level mimi nitachagua mtu mwenye at least ako chocolate kidogo
Chocolate kidogo.
So hiyo chocolate kidogo itasaidia kupaka watoto nini? Rangi. Na kuna mwingine anasema nikichukua mtu mwenye ako mweupe sana atanizalia kama mzungu kangu pale kwa nyumba. So
Babu nataka nikuulize kidogo. The aspect you're bringing, I want to take it scientific kidogo. Kupaka rangi. Kwanza acha nikuulize, ulifanya biology hadi form 4?
Manze kiliniramba form 2.
So to some people, you know, we might say like kupaka watoto rangi alafu mtu uko nje ichukulie so serious, atafute mtu mweupe ama chocolate asahau the lady of his life, alafu miss the point. Lakini biologically we normally say this, hadi tukisema this guy is chocolate, you are chocolate based on someone.
Guys, I'm chocolate.
you are by the way.
Guys, I need your comments.
Wait, kuna
And please acha kwa sincere.
kuna vanilla chocolate na kuna ile nyingine inaitangwa aje nyingine? Chocolate.
Chocolate.
Kuna
So it's chocolate.
In case mnaona niko chocolate, please don't lie.
Lakini sio chocolate. Kuna ile nyingine ile chocolate sio original yetu.
Anyway, okay.
So as we speak, tunakuanga na kitu inaitwa DNA, the genetic makeup of someone. Ukikuwa dark skin outside, it doesn't mean internally kuna information unakari yenye iko na weupe. We have the genetic makeup of you. Let me teach you biology kidogo. We call it yenye iko ndani tunaita genotypes, the material itself, the coding itself. Wewe mweusi nje kiasi lakini ndani umebeba material ya weupe.
Mimi
But wewe
Nyingine
sasa ukienda upate msichana pia yeye ni dark skin lakini ndani yake amebeba weupe. The genes, remember the coding iko ndani yako. So if you cross over, like once you give birth to a viable offspring, mtoto viable
offspring.
Ukizalisha mtoto kuna probability that the parents are dark skin but the son might be a brown skin. Why? Because it is all about expression of the genes. Unaona? So unaweza cross over. Sasa hii kitu ilifanya wewe ukakuwa mweusi ni we have ukakuwa dark, ukakuwa chocolate.
What is this?
Ukakuwa chocolate ni the genes for dark skin iliji express. Alafu ya weupe ikakuwa dormant. Unaelewa?
Yeah.
So ya weupe ilikuwa dormant. So haimaanishi ati wewe huwezi zaa mtoto mweupe. Utapata mtoto mweupe kabisa. The thing is yenye iliji express kwako ikakuwa dominant ni ya dark skin. So biologically pia tumewasaidia kidogo wapate kwamba even if you are a dark skin you still carries the genes for mtu mweupe.
Wow.
So huyu jamaa ukimwona hivi anaweza pata msichana mweupe lakini apate mtoto dark skin. Na by that if you can look at your family, if you can look in your family, there is always one person who is off the trend. Wengine mnakuja dark skin alafu kamoja keupe. Alafu we tend to unaweza anza kufikiria hata watu wa village wanaanza kufikiria wewe ukai kwenu.
But probability ya wazazi wakiwa maybe light skin alafu mtoto akue
mweusi.
Let's
say
less skin.
Less light skin.
Less light skin.
Yeah.
Probability iko chini.
No, it is not. Haiko chini. It depends on how many kids will you sire. the more you sire, the more utapata probability. Unajua sisi watu wa kitambo tulikuwa unazaliwa kwa familia ya 7 people, familia ya 10 people, lakini siku hizi tunazaa watu wawili, 1 2 story imeisha. But when you cross over 4 times, you might find one.
I got it.
Robin dispensing knowledge.
You know.
So tumemaliza na stories za weupe, lazima uangalie spirituality and beauty.
So tumeanza na spirituality, tukakuja beauty.
Health.
Beauty, health, alafu kuna ya mwisho yenye ni muhimu sana. Inaitwa level of education.
Level of education.
You know,
Babu.
it's nice amenita babu, you know. These things requires a lot of wisdom. Or else you make a decision that will cost you the rest of your life.
Ukuja university kusoma urudi na mtu mjinga. Not mjinga. Level.
You know, not necessarily nimeenda university. You know, mimi najiongelea, then naongelea kuhusu mtu mwingine mwenye ako pale nje. Wewe anaweza jiuliza what am I supposed to consider? So ukiona vile nimepanga hizo points zangu in terms of which one comes first, which one comes second, third and going on. So if maybe unaona it can actually match what you want to apply in your case, then you're good to go, sindio? But this is just a personal view. Not a suggestion, it's a personal view kulingana na vile mimi naona vitu. So unajua mtazamo wangu unaweza kuwa different na wako na Robin. So literally that's it. Nilikuwa naongelea point education.
Yani.
Na nilikuwa nasema nikiongea kitu, I'm not talking it as an individual alone, but I'm also considering those who are outside there. So elimu ni kitu muhimu sana. And though kuna watu wanasema already mwenye amemaliza form 4 na mwenye ameenda university, these are two different people. But tu mwenye amemaliza form 4 anaweza kosa na kuwa na kiburi. These are personal views, guys. Eti bana aanze kukusoboa kwa nyumba but mwenye ameenda kampo huwezi mwambia kitu kwanza. She's a don't touch. Unaambia nani? Sisi wote tumefanya degree. Tumesoma at the same level. So unaona, if I consider tukua mwenye amemaliza form 4, you know, probably I'll have a soft life. Submissive is not a problem to her. I'm just saying kulingana na mtazamo wangu, sawa? So ni muhimu consider mtu mwenye amesoma, mimi kulingana mimi. But according to other people, they say mwenye ameenda form 4, but still form 4 ni kusoma. So if I say mtu mwenye amesoma, kusoma, I have not said any level, but at least akuwe amesoma. Kukuwa na certificate ya form 4 umesoma. College umesoma. So lazima mtu akuwe amesoma. So that's when I will say you are mine, I'm yours.
Soft language.
Good.
Yeah, now ujamaa ametuexhaustia a lot of points. Spirituality, beauty, health, education. Tunaenda to the next guy.
Boom boom cha.
Wow.
Sasa kujeni niwape habari. Yangu ni tofauti kidogo.
Yako ni tofauti.
Tofauti kabisa. Sababu one thing that I look in a woman, and actually what you should first look at a woman is the act of complementary. Wakati tulikuwa tunasoma angles kulikuwa na supplementary, then kulikuwa na difference. Difference ni ile ina. So we'll use the complementary angle. If you find
Mwalimu Amadi uko
hapa ni wapi? So what we're saying is complementary. You'll find from the definition itself, complementary means what you don't have. What you used to define at that time ni ile angle inabakisha ndio ifike maybe 180 or 90 something like that. You know, do mathematics. So what does that tell you? This is what I don't have. That was the first thing I should look at. I mean, What do I say by saying that? For instance, I'm talkative. You imagine now sasa itafute kafilimbi kama mimi kwa nyumba. Tunachoma. Tutasahau kupikia mtoto vike 5 am tunakula story. So unatafuta mtu ana chase hiyo tabia yako hivi, unakuwa mtu mwenye at least complimentary of what I am. That's one. That it's so much diversity because basically we need some from the law of nature. Kuna ile pH, nataka kufunza leo. pH. Kuna the negative, the acidity side, and the positive, the basic side. Then you have the neutral side. If you put something at a lot of basic acidity, acid iwe inachoma, it burns. Ukienda pia base pia you choma in its own way. But then we need something that's neutral. So what do we want to do? I'm basic, I need to look for an acidic. So that we become neutral. Because most of things survive at neutrality. At pH of 6 or 7?
7.
A pH of 7. So that tells you tunafaa kuwa karibu hapo. So if I'm talkative, you should be less talkative. If I love politics, at least you should love business. So when I talk politics, you be, hey, at least you need a side hustle for a business. But that's one.
Peter, okay, how do you know somebody is talkative?
You know somebody is talkative? Yeah. One thing I usually believe in, and I usually tell people, I don't believe in love at first sight. What do I want to say that? What happens in Ashakum Simatusi? What happens is love last at first sight. What do I want to say that? When you see a person, the only thing that can happen, you can only admire. And that's why men can admire a lot of people. You are your wife and you still admire somebody else. Because that is admiration. You see? But then there's something...
It's normal?
It's okay, it's normal. Okay. Wow. But at least you should at least match one of us like him. Try to be at least behave kidogo. So, but what I'm saying is, what happens at first sight is lust and admiration. You can admire anybody. The same way you can see my shirt and admire my embroidery. The same you can, but then you cannot love. Love, it's a process. And I want to prove you this. If ukaweza pata kuna wale sorry to use this analogy, I have high respect for the single moms. But you find kuna ule single mom mwenye maybe kijana alimpachika akakuwa mjamzito, alafu ndo huyo akaenda akajifungua kijana mtoto. Yule mtoto akifika miaka 10, uende umwambie ni baba yake, pengine hata wakae pamoja na kosa kuzungumza na kuongea ile kwa urahisi na kwa urafiki. Atakuwa karibu kwa ule maybe mama baba mlezi kuliko mzazi. Kweli ama ni kweli? So what am I telling? Love is an affection. Affection grows. Love, it's a process. It's not an event that I wake up today and I love you. Then I wake up tomorrow, I don't love you. It's a process. What happens, actually, if that happens, that's we defend that with lust. So what am I saying? You don't need to be told that someone don't talk. I want to tell you, when, of course, you invite her, maybe, doesn't mean maybe you will campus, maybe, I know most of our audience, maybe, to say maybe you at work, or maybe you at school. You invite them for a cup of tea, or maybe you just in church. The first day mgeni atabehave kidogo. Second day ataanza kufunguka kidogo. The third day nakwambia by the way mimi nakuanga hivi unielewe. So that's the point. Time tells. And patience is what defines it. So uwezi enda amka tu siku moja useme the same uwezi amka tu mtu mmoja useme umsi is the best person. Yeah. It's a process. And all those people who go through this process actually make it right. I'm not saying those people actually find their love the first day. They are not their true love. You can get luck. You have that probability.
The aspect of luck.
Yes, to be sure, or to be 90% sure, that tells you need first to take time and undergo this process. The same way this person has taken time to go through that process. The same way this person can also take a process for you to part.
Wow. Now,
complementary.
Wow. That is very elaborated. Complementary. You must complement each other.
Yes,
you must complement each other. Now, if I can ask, you have said luck, and some of like looking at the generation yenye tuko saa hii. Hadi unaonanga online mtu anaambia mtu hizi stories za inaitwangaje hii ya kuangalia sijui inaitwangaje kutest.
Loyalty test.
Sasa unapata msee anafanywa hiyo test. Then the other day if you one yenye msichana anasema amecheza the two brothers. Alafu anasema anawapenda wote. How can you explain that? Like anaambia huyu mwingine I love ule mwingine na bado nakupenda.
I want to a very simple analogy.
Yes.
And this goes to everyone. Before I came here, I went somewhere and took some meal, and let's assume I took some chicken. Hata kama sina pesa, hata kwa niko na pesa. So nimeenda nikachukua my chicken, a whole full kienyeji chicken. Then I ate and I was full. When I left there, I came here. When I came here, this guy says, "Oh, Peter, hapa tuko na ugali na beef." Oh no, I'm okay. Or sitakula because see I'm full. What am I telling you? This only means this. If you see somebody nikikuja hapa nikule, that tells you I'm not full. So the point is, you cannot be loving to people. That tells you you're not full. There's something that you're missing. Yes, you cannot find somebody who is 100% committed of you, but that tells you that maybe you or your partner, there's something that you're not doing. Maybe, for instance, to me, maybe I love a crazy wife. Wife that maybe anafanya vituko. Then you there, my wife usually comes, anakaa pale, tunakaa serious. That tells you automatically, I'll go out and then maybe I have a friend of mine who is crazy.
Pardon?
I have a friend of mine, maybe who is crazy. Naenda pale naona, manze, I guess this is what I wanted in a woman. But I forget, my wife has maybe my girl has other 4 positive things, maybe which these girls doesn't have. So maybe this girl akona hii moja strong, but ana zile zingine 4 zenye ni weak. So I love 5 points, but kuna moja yenye hana. Nimeenda kapata mwingine akona. Nature has a way of kutaka kila kitu. So you'll find that unataka ukuwe na hii yenye craziness na bado unataka hii zile 4. And that's why you come to. But the point is, the bottom line is, you can't love two people at the same time.
That analogy of
or aja.
But why do we have these cases? Unapata men cheat.
Now, before you even go to men cheat, I want to tell you that analogy of kukula chicken bwana na ukuje upate nyama does not apply to lawyers. Now, sisi we eat what is available. So
At all times.
yeah.
But
so,
anyway,
you've really explained.
Yes, but there's one exception. Maybe I can tell you. There's a difference between now hunger and greed.
Before even you go to hunger and greed, I want you to defend this point.
Defend it.
Before kitambo, wazee wetu walikuwa the polygamous, sivyo? And their wives loved them so dearly.
Hata wakiwa 10.
Hadi wakiwa 10, they loved them so dearly. There's a lawyer the other day I saw on news, he has married 2 twins.
Twins.
Not 2 twins. What? Jesus, English. He married twins. So many, and they are so happy talking about if she gives birth to a boy, I want myself also to give birth to a boy. If she does, I want to do. So, and the guy is so okay with these people. Is that these 2 ladies loves 1 man?
I want to tell you one thing. What first is making men not actually, for me, not to approve polygamous is one. We have scarcity. And
Scarcity of what?
Scarcity of responsible men. Responsibility not in books or not in words, but in actions. You'll find, I'll tell you one thing. If you pick, maybe we are calling them what? The computer generation men. These guys of 2000, 2002, 2003. You give them 2 women in the same place, trust you me, watoroka hiyo kijiji. Na kudanganya, si bibi watafukuza. Ile siku itashia pampasias
responsibility.
Izo. 2 times that guy atahepa aende mahali kwingine akae peke yake, then atakuja wakatotoa amekuwa kubwa. What am I meaning? Nyati, we have this scarcity of responsibility because those people
wazee wa kitambo walikuwa
yes, they were very responsible, and not only responsible, that comes in terms of resources, because you cannot tell me you can afford 2 women, you cannot even maybe feed yourself and you want to have two women. Maybe this guy anaitisha babake rent na anataka ati akue promiscuous, or maybe sorry to use but maybe polygamous, if I may use that one. Anataka akue polygamous and umse rent ata manage kulipa
yake mwenyewe, huwezi jilisha, mbona
unakibizana? Yes, so unataka that the landlord just makes them feel bad. These girls hata wengine una feel bad because I'm paying this person's rent, alafu ananichiti kwa nyumba yenye nalipa mimi rent.
Okay, that's the reason as to why you can't approve the aspect of polygamy.
But if you have
if somebody is in a position,
you have the ability and power
to pay, maybe for the needs of the family, of the 3 wives, you can approve it.
I can approve on this one condition, that you would really first be responsible in terms of resources. You would, then other thing, you shouldn't love one by more than the other. Make sure if you have 2 wives.
But of course utapenda mmoja kuliko mwingine.
No,
si ndio?
Those old men, is it analogy of those men of 1900? Those guys, if they had 3 wives.
Are we men of 1900, by the way?
We are men, yes. But then the point is, we are just asking why those guys, and those guys were very powerful, by the way. And actually this helps you. Kila mwana anaweza kumanage wanamkotatu watu wa kitambo hao. Those guys were rich because they used to think out of the box. Those guys, they have a lot of intelligence.
Wow.
Na sasa unajua unapata you said you are not supposed to love one more than the other. But kuna tu vile mvuto fulani itakuwa obvious. Utaegemea pande moja kidogo, alafu urudi kidogo.
Ndio maana nilisema kwa zile vitano unatakanga. Unajua kwa nini? Zile vitano unatakanga, huyo ako na 3, huyo ako na 2.
Yeah, even computers so becomes na Core i5, Core i7, Core i10.
Napenda the first point napenda complementary. Nikisema hizo zingine zote, unaona kwa hizo 5, huyo ako na 3, mwingine ako na 2.
You've talked about you've talked about lust, and love is a process and all that. Now, they know back to Dennis.
Alright.
There is these guys who just spotted someone from somewhere, and they have made a very good couple. Now, wanna progress so fine. And despite the differences, najua umaika kwa ploti, unasikia tu majirani kila siku ni kelele. But mchana ukiwaona vile wanatembea, they are very okay.
Okay, our couples sasa.
Our couples. Like at you campus. Una kwa plot like unasikia tu hapo next. Kumpafu usiku nini vita. Kesho yake asubuhi. They are vile wanaapia to the camera. They are the best couple in the town. Lakini usiku masufuria zilikuwa zinaongea huko.
Vunja.
What is happening? Can you explain to us? Is that okay, or what is happening? Is that toxic or something?
Okay, you know, according to layman's understanding, that if you don't vibe with the person, you'd rather part ways. You know, what brings the whole thing of people fighting day in, day out? One is misunderstanding. You know, if I don't understand you well, you end up doing something that annoys me. So in the end, when I get annoyed, so because I don't understand you, so the only reaction that I can give it is kukupiga.
Mavita.
That's why we have men that still beat their wives.
But alijua aje she's the one kama bado anamgonga.
Okay, unajua, sometimes I don't know if people make mistakes.
This guy wants to help you on that point.
They know Englishmen actually in our place. I don't know if your place don't have that slogan. There's a saying that says 2 axes in 1 sack. Zile chuma mbili za axe ile hapo. In 1 sack hazikosa kugongana, or maybe 2 coins in a pocket hazikosa kugongana. One thing and one attribute, and actually you'll find that maybe as we talk I'll tell you about that. You'll find that you must actually first disagree. And funny thing, if you don't disagree in a marriage, that tells you definitely there's one person, story to say, that does not actually, is not taken for granted, but yeye anakuanga a yes person. Yes. Twende huku. Yes.
Hataki story.
Tupige. Yes. Twende hivi. Yes. But the moment you say no, that automatically becomes a misunderstanding. But now what comes, the next is that, what kind of misunderstanding is this? What I actually advise couples, and what I think it's fit, and even for friends, is first to have a mechanism. When you first establish your family, you should first have a mechanism of solving your problems. In those ancient days, you find most of our parents used to, after they wake up in the morning, you would find them murmuring in the bedroom, and that was their courtroom. And then out of that place, they could serve each other happily, and you couldn't notice there was any issue. So you should come now, because we're sitting together, which is our mechanism of solving issues. Not being mad at me for a whole week. I'm not an age, I want to know why you're mad at me. Maybe we'll say, for us now, we'll be saying, sasa, ukinikosea, hit the nail when it's hot. Ukinikosea hapa, please change. Unaona sema, mimi ukinikosea, hii kitu give me some like 30 minutes.
It cool down.
That's your depending on your partner. Then that will help you. But if there are people who are toxic, and I tell you, there are people who are tired of this life. Actually, kuna watu wamechoka na maisha. For real. Maisha imekuwa ngumu, wamechoka. So these guys, atakwambia, when one person tells you that mimi nitakuwa na hakuna mahali tunapeleka, or I'll do this and there's nothing that
especially when somebody amekwambia ati
yes, or maybe
nimelipa dawari, unajua huwezi enda mahali na kufanyia anything.
Yes.
So there are people who take advantage of that.
These guys are toxic. Ukatokisha kushikia life is, that should be the first red flag. And one thing I tell young people, never ignore red flags. Never ignore red flags. Never ignore red flags.
Red flags ikipatikana tu hivi.
Utasema sema ati ita change. Umse ako 20 years, haizi change anything else. That's an adult person. You cannot teach an old way in the new ways of hunting. Kama umse ako hivi tu, sasa ukishaona umse sasa anakuanga hivi tu, there are two things. Uvumilie mkange na hivyo
forever.
Or you walk out.
Forever is a very long.
And one thing, there's as long as we see in our place, there's like a song that was sing, ilikuwa nasema frog jump. When the water start boiling, frog jump. Yeah, so usingoje ufike hapo ukatwe shingo. We really need you in this Kenya. And if akikufika hapo kwa toxicity, msee asha kudrete mara ya kwanza ya pili, don't do it for that time. Because we would really love to.
You know, and this advice goes to those parents wenye wanasemanga ukienda umeenda.
Ukienda kuoleka sasa.
You have to, yeah, kama umeoleka na ukirudi hapa utakuwa umeshindwa na ndoa yako. So they always blame the guy. But at the same time, you know, before you even go to these toxic things, and you have just said love is a process. Unajua tumeblame men so much in the terms of responsibilities, but at the same time, a lady has to be very responsible on who you are picking. Stop making us look like we are not responsible. We are responsible, but you just took me from a blue.
There's something I was telling people. I was telling some people somewhere. Most of girls, they are majorly looking for a complete or finished product rather than looking for raw material in marriage. What I say this? And that's why most of the young girls are dating old men. To an extent that even young men, I'm not an advocate of young men by the way, but I'm saying most of the young men that are most happy, they're actually marrying women of more of their age. What is that trend coming in? Because these girls want somebody who is actually complete. Not forgetting that these guys, they are calling them mbabas and sponsors and the rest. Yes, this guy ametengenezwa na familia yake. Yes. Na mama ni mama. Mama akisema leo atoki, akifunga hiyo mlango na kiti. Atoki. Lakini you actually they don't hide. Huwa anakuambia, msee anakuambia ako 40. Anakuambia me and my wife we are just friends. How is that possible? And then you're there, you don't want to look for a guy because those days if you find those young old men, watu walikuwa wanasema, wazazi walikuwa wanasema you want to look for a bitch. Anakuambia our times men used to look for girls wamesoma, girl msichana mwenye kuna tabia mzuri used to sit down na wanafanya hivi nguo zao. Nowadays they are looking, sorry to say, but wanaangalia kinaitwa nyash. Nasema soft life, soft nyash, soft life.
Na yuna si nyash.
And there's some time back there was a meme that was trending. They was saying soft life, soft nyash. And the guys, the dad.
That is in Nigeria's
Yes.
way.
And the guy,
Did you say soft nyash, soft life, or
Yeah.
soft life, soft nyash?
soft nyash, soft life. So that's what they used to say. And the guy was like, "Hapana, wakati tukana mtu akona degree ambia baba nowadays is nyash."
Nyash na take na
Nyash is
control.
different.
You guys are challenging my points.
So my point is, I'm not saying actually don't look for a figure. Ni mzuri pia unatafuta mtu anachase sura yako hivi mzuri. We all be handsome anyway. But then at least unatafuta melanin na anyway. But anyway, point ni tafuta a raw material. There are guys who idea ukikaa na yeye chini anakuambia manzi, mimi sina doba tu niko na plan. We have so many guys that are an example of marriage works. So many guys who are meet campus. These guys had a lot of plans on these things. But then ile design aliona msee akona potentiality yake. Akaenda kamtake. They even sometimes they paid their rent. Nowadays they actually helping their partners to actually nurture their dream. And one thing I'll tell you one thing nikimalizia your point. It's one thing. Women have one supernatural power. And I will tell you one thing for free. If you want to know you have a bright future, you are admired by men, by girls. What I want to tell you, msichana za kuangalia hivi. Hivyo amekuangalia hivi. Akuone 10 years from now. You can disagree with that, but that's true.
Bana mnanipenda.
Yes.
When a bright future.
Wait,
Yes.
Peter, you know,
I'm telling you the truth.
if you are being admired by ladies,
Yes.
tuseme,
Ladies.
that means
Yes.
you'll have a bright future.
But it isn't.
Like madam anaweza kuangalia hivi aone picha ako.
Nita elaborate into in another different version.
Mm.
But the real sense is msichana za kuangalia hivi, akuone in 5 years. Manzo ukijiangalia unaona manze, unashangaa msee. Unanipendea nini? Wewe msee kuangalia hivi, ashaangalia 10 years ajue msee, ai hapa kuna future. Hapa kuna umsee.
Wananukia
And trust
hiyo.
you me, those bets are 90% right. Kama you will not do this. Ukishapenda wasichana wengi, what men do, they take advantage of that kupenda na wasichana wengi, and then kuna ile game tunacheza ya zile maganda za mahindi, unaweka roho hivyo, then nyingine unaweka hivi, then unaweka hivi, then nafika mahali kishaenda juu wanaweka kama hivi zinaanguka zote. So that's what happens in men. Msichana shakuja pale, shakuona future, shakunda, then wakati shanza kuvaa smart hivi, ushaanza kuglow kidogo tena before hata your star is starting to rise. You think ushaanza kuona ni kama hapa nilikosea hesabu, ni kama msee tunakaa na yeye ni kama hafikiri, and at that point you miss it all. Ukishaanza kuona huko
Miss the
ni
point.
the future that these guys saw in 5 years inaanza kurudi, because these guys, these ladies that are coming, they are there because of what they are seeing in the present. So the future is blocked by the present. But in sense, trust you me. Okay, maybe you are a girl, you lie to you, tell you see the future. But I'll tell you one thing. If a woman wants to tell you for free that you're going far, trust me, he or she knows. But then, wasichana siku hizi wanataka msee ako na
Ready-made product.
But then kuna msee
Soft life, tall,
Yes.
handsome.
but ukipata
Na hapa naona tu tall handsome.
Kitambi msisahau.
kuna ule msee mwenye hana kitambi kama mimi, lakini hapa akona kitambi kubwa hapa, ama another thing by the way. So that's something that ladies should actually take marketing. So back to our point, toxicity should never be allowed within the relationship.
Will never, and we are not here to advocate for anybody. Ukiona red flag, immediately move. Najua wasi kusema ati unakaa hapo kubombeleza, bwana, this is your life.
Na mtu haezi change. Don't be lied.
And you will waste your time in the
Yes.
name of atabadilika. Then before you get out, ushachapa.
But kuna
kazi
kuna tule tu makosa tudogo mtu anaweza change.
By the way, usichukue makosa kidogo na some, somebody telling you, like for example you telling a lady level up on this, hiyo si red flag.
I'm saying toxicity. Sasa
Toxicity ni mtu anatoka nje
mtu anakuja na kupiga, mtu anakuja hivi na gonga, piga na mlango na teke, anakuambia mnajua huku ni kwa nani.
Anamwambia anaweza kumwa hiki kichwa yako. That's a big problem.
So let's first but I'm actually a living witness of marriage works, and I'm an ambassador of actually these young people, there's a generation that's coming of young people going to advocate for marriage, not for this slogan wanasema siku hizi, to hell with couple, to hell with relationship, let's just to be friends and do what couples do
with benefits.
That's what they are saying. They say we be friends and do what couples do.
Wow.
Hiyo ni ya kusafisha.
Mtafanya
hata mimi siko nimesikia hiyo, we are friends but we do what couples do.
Yes.
So wamesema wametoka friends with benefits.
Uno mtu ana responsibilities zaidi. Yes. So
Now,
that's the first point, complementary.
Wow.
Exactly. Now,
Well explained.
back to this. Looking at a girl you found, yeah, this is the one. Now I want to give you a case where I can give you a character. Looking at the rich people out there, kumekuwa na simulisikia Bill Gates divorce na bibi yake. It looks like people with money, they are also divorcing. What is happening?
I want to tell you one thing, and this I'm not actually defending young men, but I will tell you this for free. And you can even pick a sample of 10 families in your area, and if your guess is not as good as mine, actually, hora me, my name is there. So, in 10 families, you look at the support system of those 10 families. For instance, you pick a family yenye bwana kazi yake ni kukunywa from morning to evening. Hakuna, it's not a responsible dad. But you have a hardworking wife, a very independent, somebody mwenye kujitambua na family. You pick another family where a man is everything, and the woman is now all over. Yes, hako haja na familia.
Hana haja.
Of those two families, if you pick 10 of those kind of families, I can tell you for sure, 9 out of 10, the successful family in those atakuwa wenye mwanamke amesimama.
Mwanamke amesimama,
Yes.
not the man.
And that's what we're saying, the wife is actually the backbone of each and every family.
Yeah.
In our place, wife we call them mutumia. Mutumia is utumiri, kunyamazia.
Kunyamazia.
So mama ananyamazia, mama anaunda familia yake pole pole. Na ndio unasikia mtu na kama walikuwa wanakuambia nini, bibi mjinga anavunja familia yake na mikono
yake mwenyewe.
Because I'm not saying it's a sole responsibility of a woman to actually take care of a family, but it's actually he plays a higher role than a man. But what are we finding these days? Hakuna wasi wako hivyo. And I'm not saying about raising toxicity. I'll give an example. Thank you for using Bill Gates. I'll also use another example of somebody who is very much known. When somebody alikuwa anaitwa Bill Clinton was a president back
US
up to 2002, if I'm not wrong. She had a wife, actually he has a wife even today, anaitwa Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton was vying for presidency just before Joe Biden. I want to give an analogy of this. When I pay analogy of Bill Gates, I'll give this. In 2002, a whole American president was found having a very stupid affair with a maid in White House.
maid wake.
Maid.
White House sasa.
Yes. And actually it went all over the world, CNN, BBC, something in record. This president, actually by that time he was an incumbent. Alikuwa kwa seat. And this affair actually ilienda kwa CNN and BBC. But actually what helped, when Hillary Clinton was called, akaambiwa, hey, what do you say about your man? Akamwambia, that's my man. I'm not complaining. Who are you to complain? Na hiyo story iliisha hivyo. And actually those guys, actually they are still in a very strong family. So what am I saying? When you have a woman as a support system of a family, that family will actually most probably stand. So what I'm saying is, it's a great collective responsibility, but then ladies should actually take it in upper hand for it to work. And that's when unapata siku hizo wanataka kupewa baby girls treatment. That's what baby G. Usipopewa baby G treatment, sio unapata mama ile nikienda hivi expover kina pale apate mwingine si bad, it's good to treat your woman. But anyway, for it to work, you need actually to have these women make sure at least they support family to the fullest.
Yeah.
Sasa utafute mtu mwenye
And yes, mwenye ataka. And actually even my second points ni kama huyu jamaa alisema, na kama we discuss by the way, because what I said that after you look for complementary, at least look for the worst of that person.
The worst part of
Yes.
that person.
Me, I'll always chokoza you until I want to see the worst of you. What can we do worse?
Unajua utachokora na nafanya wasa aende.
Not at that time. Maybe we said it's a process, and maybe of course 2 axes in the one sack kazi kosa kuungana. 2 coins in one pocket cannot. Tukikaa pamoja for 1 month, trust you me.
1 month.
Yeah.
Okay.
And some example, 1 month. You tell me one day come for supper at maybe for dinner maybe or somewhere. Let's meet somewhere at 7. Maybe arrive at 9. Of course you'll be mad at me. And I'll see this guy, the reaction of that person. Because most of the people wanakaa na wao, ndio mtu akikasirika anafanyanga nini?
Nataka kujua.
Yeye ndo akikasirika ana control ya hasira ni kuchukua bunduki na kushoot hapo. Yes. So, taking of that. I was just thinking as a hell because we've done it before.
Yeah. That's it.
You want me another one?
No, yeah. Today we are going to exhaust everything
that thing is,
on these methods.
Cleanliness is sacredness to God.
What?
A woman who is not clean, that's not a woman. So, I don't want to...
Rudia tena.
Hebu simama ndio wakule.
You're saying cleanliness is sacredness to godliness. And a woman who is not clean, that's not a woman. What am I saying with this?
What about men?
Men unajua tunaelewa. We round up the nearest whole number. So like
tunaelewa.
You know us men utapata actually those of him that was trying to somebody back. Anaenda kwa bedroom anachukua kichana anachana anakuja sisi tumkujangalia ukio anaacha hapo. Anarudi kuendea mafuta ajipaka. Uko kwa bedroom anakuja ajipaka mafuta anaacha hapa. Anachukua bathing towel anaoga anatoka nayo kutoka huko anakuja anaacha juu ya bed. Anachukua anaangalia nguo anaona haijamtoshea anaacha huko kama hajapanga anachukua nyingine. But then anatoka hiyo nyumba within 1 week that guy is also tired with his own house. That's the knowledge of men. But they are not all men by the way. But 90% of men know that exactly. So that's what we are saying. You need a woman that's clean. Clean comes in what? Clean comes in terms of 1. Sanity comes in terms of 1. What you wear. People see you before you talk.
Ameshajiuza.
Yes, one thing, for instance, wakati ukishaniona tu hivi, hata before nikusalimia or doing anything else, you first see me at a distance. That tells me a lot about me. Ukishona mtu mwenye anatoka kwa nyuma kama nywele ya chani, umse. Trust me, kitanda hajatandika. Moto ma. Kitanda hajatandika. Ukiona ule msemo mwenye akina pale kwa arrange vizuri, that guy must be very well organized. So what I'm saying, cleanliness is secondary to godliness. We need to be clean. And we need to be neat as a woman and have to make sure at least for any other case, your woman is very clean. And the second thing in terms of the body. I need somebody at least, kama unatoka kazi ukisha kuja
aoge mara 2 kwa siku.
Sema mara 2 at least cleanliness tu. Lazima mara 2 but mara 2 it makes sense at least to do the job. At least
But since to spoke hiyo siku ni sawa.
It depends,
Mbona unaruka kwa kudepend hapo kwa wanaume tukifika unasema
unajua this guy ni mtetezi wetu. So
but sometimes
TikTok
kwa ndio tulikuwa tunasema sometimes that we are saying come so ulikuwa umevaa viatu wewe uko msafi, you don't need to kuoga tena. So those are those days anyway, but now at least msichana na kijana pia usipem double work. Msichana anapanga unapangua, anaandika unaanua, that's not good. Wewe make sure at least make sure at least unaenda bado kwa line hivyo kidogo una improve naye anakupa hali unasahau kichana kwa kiti hivi na kufundisha nafaa kurudishwa pale. Juu pia unaweza kuwa pia mzigo kwa mtu ako na watoto wawili maybe kuna mtoto na yeye there, itakuwa tricky for you to manage,
unakuwa the third kid.
So let's take serious care of that. So yeah, the other thing, I really love somebody who challenges me. Challenge in terms of what? I don't love a yes person. At least if I love doing this, let him be. Like, si lazima yeye manze, niko na 10k hapa, nafikiria ninunue sofa set. Actually that's a good test for a woman by the way. Give a woman 10k kama mwambie manze niko na 10k. Nafikiria nitafanya. Akishakupea expense the first thing. Be cautious. I'm not saying that's the first level. You say, okay, it's not si lazima akue tena. Kila mtu investment.
Nakwambia unipeleke out.
Mwanamke yote, a good woman is a good plan. In our times, our wazazi wetu walikuwa na even 200. Our maybe but that was a great money. And we used to plan for that.
Plan very well.
Food ikuliwe na watu 7. So ukishakupea 10,000 kuambia unaniambia venye I have a seat like this one, unataka kuniambia nao hisi naona ni kama imezoea macho sana. Si eti venye hata imezoea macho sana. We need the seat of maybe seat is good but we have already one. Why don't you give, but akishakupea expense, be cautious. But akishakupea investment or maybe something like an asset that will bring money later, it's a green card.
That is a go.
Yes.
Expense. Mesikia nikikuja na dosi niambie sijui nataka kwenda out nibuy cheap.
Yes.
Ni uniambie unataka kuinvest wapi?
Unamwambia manze hizi 10k tukaweka kwa lock saving manze before we think of something or like something like that. Unaona? Inaweza kuwa inatusaidia sana.
Lakini historia anakuja kukwambia nunua ile.
Hapana.
Tumewajua.
The last one, just be submissive. Ladies, be submissive to men. Because shingo hizi pita kichwa. And once ukishaona msemo mwenye submissive manze ana follow what is supposed to be done at what time, and that's what are the virtue of at least kwa tunasema kitambo mwanamke kishaenda juu na mwanaume aende juu.
Hiyo imeisha.
Now before even we go to the submissive and all that, we will talk about the aspects and the factors that shows that this person is submissive in the next talk.
Yes.
But now we have really talked about finding this the one person.
One person.
Do you believe that you can instill characters in your girl? Once you have identified that she's the one, and you find out that she hana qualities fulani zenye unataka kutoka kwake, but you're seeing the qualities outside, but you don't want to move outside, you want to stay with her. Do you believe you can instill some characters in her, then make her what you want?
Back to what I said. Still as men, we also need to stop looking for girls who are complete. Raw materials. Now, if you find a raw material tells you this is not a complete product. It's something under process of production. So, partially, yes. Partially, no. There are some
yes, partially no. So start with yes first.
Yes.
We want to see the good news first before the bad ones come.
I'll tell you one thing. There are people who are always eager to learn.
Yeah?
They'll tell you manze, hii sijui lakini mimi sijui kupika ugali.
Naweza ni?
Mimi sijui kupika ugali but unajua
Bwana wait.
I'm just saying analogy. I know I'm dealing with lawyers and
yes. Now pause. Pause there. Bwana anaweza hadi nyararo maruru naweza ongea Kiluya kwa hiyo kitu. One of the things
ugali
atik. Let me not continue. Endelea.
Tumia chapati. Sasa kama hujui kusema kupika chapati, na mimi mimi sijui kupika chapati maybe. Call it maybe baby or love. But then if you cook for 2 times, I'm sure naweza jua kupika hizo chapati. That's one case. There's another case anakuambia manze, mimi zikuja zangu niliwekwa jana. Na za 1500.
Hiyo story ya makucha.
Mimi manze,
Siwezi
chapo na kusugua sufuria inakuwa tricky. But kama unataka naweza kubaia chapo ya 20
Gori.
You see those two analogies?
Hiyo ya pili imechoma hadi
The first one, it's yes.
It's yes.
That's a model can learn. Secondly, it's not, because actually even our place we used to have winter marriages. If I maybe a Kamba marrying a Kikuyu, in Kambas they actually maybe they do, or maybe they do maybe nomadic pastoralism, ile kuenda na ng'ombe hivyo. Because it's a dry land. Kuja maybe somewhere like Nyandarua kuna viazi, cash crop huko ni viazi. Ukishapata kwa zile viazi hajui kulima viazi, atakuja na land, and they usually do actually hata si lazima akue from other tribes. Different geographies have different products that actually grows in those places. So depending on where these guys, as long as are willing, inafanyika
ana land.
But kama hako willing,
babu good. Unakubali? Unaweza amka hivi useme this one I'm going to make sure she becomes what I want.
That's very possible. You know, tunasema mtu lazima akuwe na attitude, not attitude but mindset ya to learn something so that maybe she can do it because akuwa anajua kuifanya. So if this person nimeona all other things are right, but hajui tu maybe kufua. Because I know somebody uko nje maybe mwenye hajui kufua ama hajui maybe kupika, unaona. If you take such a lady, then that means unaweza mfundisha. But it all depends with her, not you. Because wewe unaweza kuwa na intentions za kumfundisha,
lakini
but for her she considers going to the hotel and buy food.
Okay.
Unaona? So you know you lose the meaning of teaching her to do something because mindset is already trained in maybe kwenda hotelini and you get something for lunch, you know. So it all depends with the person.
Yeah.
You know.
Wow. Now let us not exhaust more information on this topic. This topic has been so interesting. Say wamejimwaga, wamejiachilia. Na the way they have said, please let us be ready to learn. Tusionenge kitu inafanyika and then you are always going against them. This content is here to enhance our understanding. That's the main theme of this podcast, is to enhance our understanding and improve on how we think. So if you're out there and you're thinking, what is these people talking about? These people are still young. No, tuko na knowledge. Knowledge yote ni machampe. Na kama unasikia kama these guys have talked about a certain point and you don't see it, like you are not in the same line with them,
disagree,
weka hapo comment hapo chini useme Peter aliongelea point fulani lakini inafaa ikuwe hivi.
By the way, we read your comments.
There's a guy I posted on Facebook, and then stories mseko kwa street na kuanzisha biz. Then he went down there, he commented all the aspects on how you are as a man, you are supposed to be ready before you start a business. Akio mzali ni bamba sana.
Wow.
I even looked for his number nikakosa. Facebook watu hawiki number siku hizi. Unashangaa. So please make sure you like this. Tutawaekea kitu. So make sure you follow us on all the platforms. Maze TikTok tunaitwa Minds of a Champion. Facebook you can find Minds of a Champion. At the same time unaweza ingia kwa personal accounts. Yako inaitwa?
Naitwa Peter Mwambi.
Peter. Ule
Dennis Omonya.
Huyu anaitwa Simiu Robin. Cameraman huko nyuma anaitwa?
Yeye anaitwa George Macharia. You can get him on TikTok, Facebook, and all other platforms.
Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And most importantly, make sure you share with your friends and your
This
family.
is Minds of
a Champion. Stay blessed.